can think of no better way to start my day than to be with my grandkids. Hi, Wyatt. Hi, Graham. I hope you might still be in your PJs. I've still got my slippers on, and I've got a blanket, which even when it's not like cold, it still feels cuddly. And Pammy, guys, when Pam Adair is in the room's just better. And Shane, my PA from a distance, I'm so happy you're here. And Dawn Gardner, you and Ada, and if Bailey is doing homework, maybe you'll just give her a little recess and let her come listen. I'm Deborah Jung, and if I haven't met you and you're joining us, I'm so excited you're here. Maybe you're here for the first time. And if you're coming back, ooh, that makes me happy, because right now, since it's live, it's 10 a.m. Texas time, and if you're in another country, it might even be like almost dinner time or bedtime. That's possible. But for me, knowing that while all of us are sheltered into our houses, we get to touch base for real. We're in the same room together, yeah? And so for all of us who are just going to take a moment, top of day, to get to hear a lovely story and look at some great pictures, then that's really cool. This is one of my very favorite books that I hadn't looked at for quite a long time. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's called The Runaway Bunny. Yeah? Runaway Bunny. And you know, if you haven't seen this one, you might know the book Goodnight Moon, because it's the same people. So Margaret Wise Brown is the person who wrote the words. And then she saw Clement Hurd's paintings, and she just called him and said, I love your paintings. Can you draw some bunnies for my book? So sometimes somebody has the words, and they also love to draw like Dr. Seuss. They do both things. But a lot of times it's a friendship that develops. Margaret and Clement found each other because Margaret had some words and she needed someone to draw the pictures, and so I quite love this. I also love how old the book is. Not like this book, old, but the story. Do you know, when I looked inside, what I found out was the very first time this was printed, get ready for it, it's going to sound ancient, 1942. Oh my goodness, I wasn't even alive. 1942, that's cool. And so it's fun to know that, you know, if you're writing a story, maybe someday, like 100 years from now, people will still be reading your story. It happened to Margaret. It happened to Miss Margaret. Did you notice who's pretending to be a bunny? Yep. Pooh is pretending to be a bunny, because when I searched my house, I had some bunnies, but I didn't have a terrific lot of bunnies. And so Pooh decided he'll be a bunny today. And see the very fancy bunny up at the top? Yes, normally she sits on a shelf when it's close to Easter time in my house. And so she's very fancy bunny, very fancy. All right, shall we? She sort of matches the book, actually. That's cool. All right, here we go. Graham, Wyatt, Pam, Shane, Ada, Dawn, Bailey, whoever else is there. Here we go. The Runaway Bunny. And just like I've always said to you, you want to turn just inside the cover, because often inside the cover there's little secrets. And oh, this is very, very, very cool. This is someone who read the book way, way back, and what they said was, this is about the mutual love of a bunny and his mom. A bunny and his mom. You know, all of us who are moms, our bunnies mean a lot to us. Okay, so first of all, they had to say this is this love story about a bunny and their mom. And then here it is again with the very first picture we see by Clement. Clement originally did all of the pencil drawings and ink drawings, and then he came back to do beautiful paint. Okay, let's see what happens. The Runaway Bunny. Yep, there it is. Right here, 1942. Oh my goodness, 1942. Wow. That's when Muzzy, my mom, was just a very young lady. Once there was a little bunny who wanted to run away. So he said to his mother, I'm running away. If you run away, said his mother, I will run after you, for you are my little bunny. Okay, well, that was pretty bold. That was pretty bold for the bunny to say, I'm going to run away. That doesn't always happen that you announce it. But this bunny says, I'm running away. And the mom says, no problem. I'm running after you. Oh, look. Did you notice the two bunnies in the picture? First, I just saw the bunny up close, but then look who's way off in the distance. Small bunnies are pretty fast. I know people who own bunnies. My friend Emily Ogden has a bunny. So she says, I will run after you, for you are my little bunny. If you run after me, said the little bunny, I will become a fish in a trout stream, and I will swim away from you. Oh, look at that bunny. Dived into a stream and is, pretending to be a fish. Huh. If you become a fish in a trout stream, said his mother, I will become a fisherman and I will fish for you. Aha! There she is, going to her garage or her garden house or something to get all of her fishing equipment. No problem, I'll just fish for you. She's not even going to get wet. She'll just fish for the bunny. Oh, look at this. Oh, I love this. This is one of my favorite things about picture books. Look at this beautiful picture. Oh, I love it so much. It's like taking the first drawings and then getting out your paints. Oh, I love it. You have to really look around the edges. Look what her bait is. Now, any of you who fish, I would have to say, have you ever used a carrot to go fishing? Have you ever used a carrot? That's the mom. What a smart fisherwoman she is, because as I know from my fisherman husband, you have to know what the fish like to eat. She didn't put a worm on there. Not for a bunny. Aha, that's really, oh, look how lovely. Look how sharp, how lovely she looks. She has on her fishing boots. She's prepared. Oh! Okay, this tells you how much I love this book, because look, that happens from love. That means you've turned the pages so many times. No problem. If you become a fisherman, said the little bunny, I will become a rock high above you. No problem. There you are in the river fishing. That is no problem. I'm just going to be way up high. Yeah. Well, if you become a rock on the mountain high above me, said his mother, I will become a mountain climber, and I will climb to where you are. You know who this bunny mom reminds me of? My friend Lainey. My friend Lane, who used to be at Kids Who Care at the theater. She's now a mommy. She can climb mountains. She's quite extraordinary. This reminds me of something Lainey would do. She has all the right equipment too. And that is a high mountain. They must be in, some other country or state where there's tall mountains. Ooh, oh, wait till you see this. Oh my goodness. Now, she's a quite fashionable bunny. Look at the mom. This does not look like Dexter's fishing hat. This is a fancy hat, right? If you don't know Dexter, that's my husband. He's a fisherman and outdoorsman, and he has really cool hats. This is quite fancy. Ooh, I love it so much. And look at all the beautiful flowers, and look at that bunny. He just is, he's going to run away no matter what. So far, not. If you become a mountain climber, said the little bunny, I will be a crocus hidden in the garden. Oh no, in a hidden garden. So not even hidden in the garden, in a hidden garden. That means you may not even find the garden. I'm gonna go hide as a crocus. Do you know what a crocus is? We're about to find out. If you become a crocus in a hidden garden, said his mother, I will be a gardener and I will find you. Ooh. There she is, of course. Prepared. This looks like my friend Lori. She lives in her garden. Her garden is quite beautiful. Okay, I'll be a gardener and I will find you. Oh my heavens. Another hat. Oh, but first, look and find the crocus. Where is the bunny hiding? That is a crocus, right? And now look at this fashionable gardener. The mommy bunny has a wardrobe of beautiful things, right? And the hat brim is a bit bigger, you know, to protect her from the sun. Isn't it beautiful? Do you find something really different here? It's always good to look in the corners, around the edges. Yeah, do you see anything? Mostly what I see is how wonderful when Clement added color. Like, I don't know if these are watercolors or oils. I think they look a bit like watercolors. If you are a gardener and find me, said the little bunny, I will be a bird and fly away. Oh, wow, look at those wings. Wow, not just any kind of bird. This is a magnificent bird. Look at that. I'll just fly away. I need my pocket handkin for just a moment. Beatrix Potter, pocket handkins. If you become a bird and fly away from me, said his mother, I will be a tree that you come home to. I will be a tree that you come home to. So now she knows a bird that flies comes back to its nest. She's not even chasing this bird. She didn't get wings and fly to chase this little bunny. She just said, okay, I'll be a tree, you'll be home. Oh, I bet there's a color picture right around. Oh, wow. Oh, look. How does the bunny know this is its tree? Well, because the tree looks like home. The tree looks just like the mommy bunny. There is no way this bunny is going to get lost on which tree to come home to. Of course. And is the mommy bunny mad? No. Look at the mommy bunny's arms. Come on. Ta-da! Ooh, and it's dark. Did you notice how dark it is? Yeah. That bunny's been out there flying around all day. Looks pretty dark. Or at least maybe like supper time. That's kind of when you start to go, ooh, I need to go home. I'm hungry. Like the dogs with the green tail, you know. If you become a tree, said the little bunny, I will become a little sailboat and I will sail away from you. Oh, there the bunny decides, I'll just get on an ocean. Forget flying, I'll just sail away. If you become a sailboat and sail away from me, said his mother, I will become the wind and blow you where you want to go. Now, look at this. Oh, nice. I love this so much. What do you know? What I love about this mommy bunny is that it feels like, you know, when the bunny flies away but comes home, that's sort of like going off to college, you know, and you come home and you visit. But at some point, the little bunny gets bigger and just goes to have its own house, right? And look what the mom does. The mom goes, whoosh, I'm going to help you sail wherever you want to sail. I love that so much. You know, when I read stories about Margaret, way back in the 1940s, which does sound like a bit of a long time ago, she decided to write children's books that were about real things because, as we know, children, real stuff's happening. I mean, it's not just the adults that are snuggled in. We're all snuggled in together, and some of that is like, ooh, boring, and some of that is, oh, yay, we're learning to ride a new bike. I know that a lot of the kids that I know are learning new things, like they're learning to garden, or they're learning to take care of a new puppy, like they're home all day getting to do that all day long, or maybe they're learning something about physics and climbing ropes. And really right now, with all of this shelter in stuff, there's a whole weird part and kind of some days a boring part, but there's also this really cool part of like, there you are, and what are you going to do next? And you know, those of you who have homework, that's real too. I know that's real too. So I quite love, obviously I have loved this little book. Ooh, I don't know. Once I love a book, I kind of hate to replace it, but I might have to get a hardback book. Maybe it'll last a bit longer because this one I have obviously used. I'm positive that my mom gave me this book, Muzzy, and I'm sure she gave it to me quite a long time ago to read for my kids in my classes at Kids Who Care. Oh, it's so lovely. It's really lovely. Okay, so the good news is tomorrow is another day, and I'm going to be back here tomorrow with you with another book. And I also want to say hi, cameraman, can you pull down that list for me just a little bit? Oh my gosh, grazia. My cameraman Dexter is always making notes the whole time to let me know who's arrived. And guess what? Italy has arrived. Hi, Grazia. I'm thinking your birthday was good. I hope it was. And Tracy, my friend Tracy Clyburn is here. Stephen Sinich. What? Hold on. Stephen Sinich, I adore you. Hi, Stephen Sinich. Oh, it's so nice to see you. And so you see, guys, Stephen Sinich, Wyatt and Graham, you know Stephen Sinich. He's like a grown man. And he's listening to a children's picture book because honestly, today, we need it. A little brightness, right? Just right for what we needed today.